Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the NDA podcast. This is episode I can't fucking remember. I'm joined by Kev and Wex and Eli today. We're gonna give you some thoughts on their standings so far as the season has concluded. Everyone's played all of their matches. We're gonna give you some thoughts on the teams and how they shook out and the coaches and their performance. We're gonna take a deeper dive into the kill leaderboard and look at who did the best, who performed maybe below par, below standard, below what we thought was gonna happen, and then we're gonna get a touch on the play-in matches that are gonna be happening. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about, and we're gonna try to keep it more condensed this time. We all have busy schedules, and we haven't been able to do shit for a fucking while. So
Yeah, life sucks. Life
Not wrong.
sucks. Life sucks, man. It is what it is.
it does happen.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
All right. Well, looking at the standings as we speak, we could probably go in numerical order from bottom to top. In 14th place was the newest member to join the NDA. We had Kev's friend, Raccoon City Zigzagoons, aka Ryan. Unfortunate showing. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, he's new to VGC. Personal buddy of mine for real life. I thought he would mesh well with the league. Thought he would, enjoy himself. But which I think he did. But it just, got a bit unlucky. And it's hard to jump into a league in the 5th season when you're not that experienced playing with people that have been playing for like 2 years now. So
Lucky's motherfucker when it comes to shinies, though. Gotta say that.
yeah, he does. He do
He
be
gets
having
that
that shiny
shiny
look. But yeah, just tough adjustment. Ran some weird sets throughout the season. This man loved clicking choice band sucker punch with Cinderace.
Like,
was
this is
pretty-
someone
Bolton
that
was pretty
knows,
decent.
like, oh, yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say Bolton performed pretty well. Like from all the matches I've seen, Bolton seemed to be its main offensive threat. But yeah, you can go ahead. That's all I really want to
Yeah,
say.
no, what I was going to say is that, like, it's clear that he knew what he was doing. He knew what buttons, like, to click. Like, he knew what he had an idea of what optimal plays were, but, it just never made into fruition, and so it's unfortunate that he ended the season the way he did, but glad to see that he at least finished it. Most people they get off to a start the way he did and just straight up peace out. So
It is
For sure.
a steeper learning curve than like some other games out there. It's not the steepest, obviously, but it's harder, like Kevin said, when you join a league where people have been playing together for like a year and a half, 2 years. So it's hard initially, like especially when you're getting your feet wet to perform well. So I mean, he got 3 points. That means he took a point off of me. He took a game off of me in a set. Mostly to my own fault, but I mean, still, he had 3 points.
Justin didn't understand how Dragon Darts worked.
I didn't do enough prep clearly.
But
Yeah.
I think going winless is a bit harsh. I think his match against Harrison, he definitely should have won 2-0. Nothing against Harrison, it just the way things went.
it's always against Harrison.
No. Harrison had a great season. Nothing against Harrison's play. Like just this game, like the way it went, Ryan probably should have won, and he just got quite unlucky. Maybe a misplay here and there, and it shit happens. So, I imagine he'll return, give a better showing next season. But he is our bottom man this season, which it's to be expected when it's your first time.
I've been there, done that. Like that sort of shit kind of sucks, but like it drives you. It makes you just kind of go fuck it. It
makes the comeback arc just that much sweeter,
And there was nothing wrong with the team construction at all. Like what he drafted, what sets he ended up bringing, they were all valid. It wasn't just thrown on one giant play and said, all right, click this button and wish and pray. He had a game plan, and it was actually kind of working a little bit, and then it just never got rewarded for the prep that he did. So it's really unfortunate to see, but someone had to take that spot. Someone had to do it.
If it wasn't him, it was going to be Germ, who ended up finishing 13th in our league this season. He also had 3 points, but he had a win, so he is above Ryan in that sense. finishing 1-9. Phyllis, how do you make out with Germ season this time?
I just think that Germ had a rough draft. He drafted a pretty weird team, bunch of fairies, bunch of imbalances, and if you had one good answer for his top tier mons, you were kind of in the driver's seat the entire match. I think we talked about that early. I mean, It's been a while since since those intro podcasts and draft analysis and stuff, but we mentioned how his team just kind of seemed off, and it showed. And I think he still had some good showings, won some points here and there, did get a win. But I think if he drafts if he had the team that he ended with for the majority of the season, I think his record's a little better.
Sure. Yeah. If anyone had a steel type, they kind of rocked this team. Because originally he had Clefairy, Mimikyu, he had Grimmsnarl. It was a bit top heavy. And after that, he's picked up Dragonite and
He had
Suicune.
Nidoking.
Yeah.
He had Nidoking in his original team.
So even then, poison type moves from Nidoking, which just wouldn't affect steel types. I know ground's there, but the likes of Bronzong, say. Not sure who had Bronzong this season, but if Bronzong came up, he was kind of fucked.
It was Ryan. I think it was Ryan that had
Yeah,
Bronzong.
it was just Ryan. It was Ryan who we just talked about. But yeah, certain mons just had the matchup advantage, and I don't know, Jerem just couldn't hang with the threats against his non-diverse team. I think that was the big problem for Jerem this season, but still some good showings nonetheless.
Moving on now to our 12th finisher, and I feel like this is the most unfortunate finish that we're seeing in the entire league. It's Mao, Chicago White Swadloons, 2-8 with 10 points, which is impressive for only 2 wins. I mean, I feel like every time I've seen Mao play, it's been one unluckiness after the other. I mean, unluckiness isn't the word, but I have to make for this exception here.
If I would have put all of Mao's replays in the replay analyzer, I think his luck percentage would be easily -4.
Ooh, see, that is true. Mao was quite unlucky, but that Moltres, it finished top 5 in kills, and Fiery Wrath is a demon with the flinches, and I lost to a crit from Fiery, it would flinch and crit. I lost them out this season because Moltres was just a problem against my team, and the crits and the flinches from that thing, top 5 in kills, and the man finished in the bottom half of the table, bottom 4. It's just, like Justin said, it's so impressive that he got 10 points from that record.
You did not make the argument that it could be, potentially a budget Yveltal in that sense, the way it just spams the Fiery Wrath move. It's a spread move, it's stab, it can flinch, like Kev said. This thing is a demon.
It gets you lower it below half. It now has a raised stage of special attack. It's disgustingly good.
I'm kind of glad that it doesn't get roost because of this. I'm actually kind of glad.
Yeah, that would be annoying as hell just to have that set off multiple times. Jesus.
Well, if you roosted, would you get rid of the Berserk? How does that work?
No, you keep it.
No.
Oh, that's okay.
It happens again.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Look at Grandpa.
Yeah. I think if Mal maybe supported the Moltres a little better. I mean, Crobat and Clefable. Maybe I take that back. Crobat and Clefable were very good support.
Clefable's great support. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
For the win.
Yeah, Mal was just, as much as he was lucky, I think he did get very unlucky in most games to not come away with some more victories than he did. But man, he was a tough battle nonetheless and took many points off people.
Yeah, moving on then to our number 11th finisher, and this is the last person that will not be making playoffs this season, is Gummy. London Lycanroc, 3-7, 12 points. Wex, what do you think?
He, yet again, proves to be the best worst finisher in the league. He has more points than 10th place, more sets ratio, more kills, better ratio, just wins. Gummy is like Mao like that. He takes off points off people. Both him and Mao only had 2 games this season where they didn't take a set. and it came back to bite him. So yeah, it's just unfortunate. Like, Gummy made a few transactions in season. Like, he made Harrison dropped and Neolego, and he picked him up. Picked up Rhydon after dropping him. He drafted Rhydon, dropped him preseason, and picked him up again in week 6. So that was a bit of a strange one, but hey, I liked Gummy's team. Obviously, anything with Fisher and Reggie Aleki is going to be good. One thing though, Araquanid I really liked. I'm not sure why he didn't bring it to more games, because he didn't bring it against me, but it was wrecking my team in prep. So I'm not really sure what.
A bulky water type. It only came to a handful of games. Oh, couldn't be me.
But no, I like Gummy's team. He played well throughout the season. Obviously, by only having 2 games that I didn't take a set from. Just kind of, yeah.
Gummy just gets in his own head a bit. He gets in his own head a bit and makes some mistakes, and he just dropped too many. Like, he was 3-2. Yeah. He lost 5 straight at the end of the season, which is.
Ally Switch be doing that to people.
Oh man, but yeah, just quite unlucky, and he'll bounce back next season for sure.
I think he's well overdue for playoff qualification. I think
for sure.
I think next season if he's gonna come with a different beast for sure. And I think if he squeaks in, even if it's for play-ins, if he squeaks in for play-ins, this guy's a threat. We want to talk about redemption arcs and stuff. This is the major one for me. He's not gonna forget this. That's all. Knowing him, oof.
All right. That being said, let's move on to the beginning of our play-in matches. So our 10th seed going into the play-in matches that will play the 7th seed is Rhyme City Rhydons. We have Griffin finishing 4-6 with 12 points.
Eli's favorite team composition, right? Eli?
That's cap now. That's cap now. No,
that's cap.
Terrible.
It's a good team though, and I think
it's a great team.
I think because
that's what makes it why I hate it so much. Is because it's so good. It should not take that much skill, and the fact that Coco has the kill differential that it does drives me nuts.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but it purely is because of the team composition that he did. That team was hard to prep for, even though if you knew it was coming, you needed an answer.
Because +2 Halucha is actually a threat if you let it get to +2. That is so.
Yeah, there was a couple matches where he got the unburdened proc and a swords dance up, and then things were just diet. It just wasn't.
Exactly. It really takes no, because one of the things that makes it so good is you get the seed pop off and it boosts your physical defense, and a lot of priority that would outspeed Halucha is in the physical hitting department. Your Aqua Jets, your sucker punches, things of that nature, your bullet punches, those are all physical moves. So getting the physical defense and SDing, you can just click acro as much as you want at that point.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, great team.
One piece of advice I would have for him is learn how to stop Hyper Voice. 16 kills against him this season were from Hyper Voice. 8 kills from Riolu and 8 kills from Ryder.
You would think he would learn from that and bring Throat Chop one of these weeks, but I don't know.
Another thing I would just say,
I think Throat Chop, right?
Halucha does get Throat Chop.
Yeah, for sure. That's what he said. I think if Griffin just played a little more conservative, he might be a little better as well. Mm-hmm. He's more of an Eli double set where you just kind of don't run protect and you kind of just start clicking stuff.
Now that's the one thing I like about that, we're balls to the walls, baby. No protect 3 attacks here. We're you go hard or you go home. It is what it is. It is what it is. That's the one thing I like about that. Coco Lucha is a whole different conversation, but actually with me, asking Kev for advice in off season, protect is just so good. It's too good not to have it. So
moving the game, baby.
Yep, it's it helps you like it could help you gain recovery like it does in my format, but then it also like can stall out things such as weather and
Trick Room,
tailwind.
Mhm.
It's really good. As much as I hate clicking it, it's just too good to not put on a set, like Kev says.
It can be a difference in winning and losing. Simple as.
Yeah.
All right, next we got Quartz and the Granite State Gravel Rocks. Justin, what are you saying about Quartz this season?
I mean, finished with 13 points. I mean, it wasn't a bad season by any means. It wasn't a great season. Finishing 5-5. I mean, that's pretty middle of the pack. I mean, it just wasn't, it wasn't a spectacular season. I know when I faced him, I didn't really have too much of an issue. I had a 2-0 win, but that was also week 2. So I mean, it doesn't really mean a whole too much when coming into to form for the play-ins and then playoffs. He'll be facing the number 8 seed. We'll get to who that is right after this. But yeah, I mean, I really don't have much thoughts on it. It's just more of a. It's just like an average performance. I mean, if anything, if it's Quartz, I mean, I'm expecting more tech, more gimmicks to get you more wins. Like that's what he usually.
I really think that like with knowing like quirks, whoop-de-doo.
Quirks.
Yeah. I think he's saving those techs that you're mentioning, Justin. Like he's saving those for this moment right here.
He's gonna bring some heat against his opponent that we will get to next. I guarantee it.
I promise you, he's saving all that tech that you're talking about. Because you don't want to reveal your entire hand in regular season. That's not the way I roll, and I don't think that's the way like Quartz rolls either. I mean, but again, like it was a pretty mid-season. I don't see a horse on his team, so like that's probably the reason why he's not top 5. But hey, like he still made it to playoffs at the end of the day. He did what he needed to do to get in, and now we're here.
Yeah,
so
5-5 isn't like a bad season either. So
especially when he finishes the season 5-2, like in his last 7 games, losing to Griffin Rider.
Yeah.
So like clearly he's done something right there. He only lost his first 3 games against me, Justin, and his opponent for his opponent for the play-ins, and for who his opponent was for week 1. That's his good old friend Will of the Boston Red Soul Rocks.
Yeah.
8th seed, 5-5 again. 5th. I feel like this is a more of a undeserving 5-5. I feel like he's been in a lot of games.
It's because we stopped doing predictions and Wex wasn't there to back him every week and predict the score.
Exactly. That's the only
we did it for the first few weeks. He won his first 3 games, and then we stopped, and he lost his next 3. So I'm just saying.
So we'll blame Wex.
I'm sorry, Will. I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
This is a match that not only they have been looking forward to, but like I've been looking forward to this as well. Like it's rare, like in the league that I run, they never get matched up and they complain about it all the time. Well, here you go. Not in my format, but here you go. You kids go beat each other up. It's like that episode in when Patrick and SpongeBob have that big snowball fight in front of Squidward's house. That's what this feels like to me.
This is or in the Fry Cook games. This is yellow versus pink right here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
But Will with the team switch up late season, dropped both S tiers. Had his Weavile do big things all season. I don't know. I think Will had a quite unlucky season. But man's hella busy, as we all know. So to put up 5-5. And play good, get used to a new team. I think if this team finds its stride against Quartz, I definitely don't want to come against Will in the playoffs. So, but yeah, another average season from Will. I expect him to bounce back against Quartz though. This is going to be an intense game.
We can do predictions at the end of this if you want. We haven't discussed this, but we could do predictions for play-ins.
Pick'ems
are on the horizon.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, that means we got to talk about the last play-in member, which would be the 7th seed playing against Rhyme City Ride-Ons, aka Griffin, which is none other Then Robert Gray going 6-4, 17 points.
He wants.
Okay.
Way to keep it real, X.
No, I think
Okay.
Rooster has a pretty cool team with very cool tech. So hopefully he pulls some of that out for this play-in match. I mean, it is even though it's like you know what Griffin's gonna do. It's like, how do you counter it? Like, does he have the capability to do that with his team?
Yeah, I mean,
we'll see. We'll see what
into Halucha.
Celesteela and Urshifu do not like those electric type moves, so I think Raichu and Crocodile are gonna have to be really big here.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Crocodile's gonna have to have an absolute monster game for him to really feel comfortable in this matchup. But
then when Crocodile isn't exactly your greatest Halucha switch in.
No, not really. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough, but I mean, it's Rooster. He'll probably think of something. So
yeah, for sure.
He finished 6-4, which like is pretty decent middle of the pack. But like, if anyone else finished 6-4, he would have been above them. Like, just the fact that everyone this season finished 7-3. Everybody in their and everyone just seemed to take points off everyone near the top. So it was a bit of a mess.
Yeah,
Basically everyone ended up finished 7-3. Rooster on 6-4, haven't played a playing game against Griff. It's gonna be good. We can say predictions for after. We can look at them a bit more in depth, and we can move on the ladder to Riolu and main Mudkips in the top 6, guaranteed with a bye week. Riolu finished 7-3 on 18 points, 16 wins and 11 losses. And yeah, Riolu had a solid season. Back to season 1 Riolu.
Yeah, I just want to talk about how good of a bounce back season Riolu's had here. Like the last couple seasons at NDA, he's I know like season 3-ish he was down tremendous, bounced back a little bit. Season 4.
Oh man.
Season 3, brother was starving. But this season, man, he's had a great showing. Yeah. And to be honest, it's because of his B and C tiers, man, are putting in work. Absolute work for the boy.
Wow. Great play.
Drampa has highly involved in the reason why Hyper Voice is top 3 in kills. Quagsire, the Belly Drum Greedent sets came out a couple times. Mm-hmm. Man's got slow Arctivish sometimes, and then Slush Rush with Ninetales sometimes. Quagsire's been a bit of a beast, so I mean, it's just cool to see Riolu enjoying this team and playing really well with it. Earned himself he is the bottom of the 7-3s, but that 7-3 is a great record for NDA season.
Yeah,
so.
If you look at his past history in the league, 7-3 is a huge milestone for him. And part of the reason for that is that he's having fun with it. He's using different things each week, and it's very exciting to see someone. It's exciting for someone like me, watching it all go down. But it must be a nightmare for people playing against him. Does he bring the thing? Does he make this team slow? Does he make this really fast? What does this Arctivish want to do?
I don't want to see Riolu in the playoffs. I'll say that much. I really don't. I'm not about it.
Woo!
I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to face anyone in playoffs. Fuck this. Just right. I'm not gonna do spoilers, but I think we should just end the season.
Switch in. Let me see. Wait, why can't I find any? What's going on?
Is that the end of the season? Wait. Oh, well, sorry guys. The podcast has to end now. Let's just. Okay, that's all I want to say.
All right. Well, moving on to the 5th team. So our top 5. We have the Yum Yum Yampers, which belong to Harrison.
Harrison should be out of the top 6 just for that team name. I'm so sorry. It's gotta go.
Oh my god! This is unrelated, but I just saw a thing.
Man, I was so used to Hungry Harrisons for so
You would think
long.
you think any name change would be an upgrade, but it just wasn't. It just was.
Man, come
It probably
on.
has to do with all the food that he posts in media. That's
Yeah,
probably where
fair.
he got it from. He's just eating so much.
Oh man,
That brother's starving.
for real though. Like literally.
I'm gonna just pop this in for like you guys. It's unrelated to Pokemon, but OBJ is just about to sign with the Rams.
Saw that. I wasn't gonna say anything, but I saw that.
The Rams need to chill out. The Rams need to chill out.
I saw it on NFL memes, so you need to check like the source because I saw that
It's
meme
Adam Schefter
from Twitter.
It's Adam Schefter.
It is Adam Schefter.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Jeff,
This isn't fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry. We have to face the Rams again this year. Okay.
NFC
Good
West
Pokemon. Back to
West.
happy things.
Just be
Back to Harrison.
bad.
I feel like we've back to Harrison. This man's always asking us to talk about how good he's playing, and we don't enjoy doing that. But
Okay, moving
No,
on. We're going to the
no,
fourth seed.
no.
to the fourth. To be fair to my toe loving brother, he did have a good season. He did have a good season. To be fair, his best finish yet.
Did you say loving? Like y'all?
No. I'm not included in that. This is just him. Just him.
Toe loving brother.
It's just him and Dan Schneider. All right.
I'm
cool.
Paul Scholes as well.
How about my bald brother?
Him, Scholesy, and Dan Schneider. Okay, cool. I was scared for you, Kev. I really was.
I would say next to Justin, this man has the best trick room setup. But he's got some fast, like heavy hitters in here too. The transaction of Gyarados has worked out really well for him so far. I think he's enjoyed using it. The Torkoal and Lilligant adding was interesting. You know, when you have like things like Metagross weak to fire.
Lily.
He's got the Lily Cole.
Lily in the sun is.
So we'll see.
How is this top 5? Lily in the sun is trash. I did a whole league. It was Watermelon League. It was called because we made fun of the league owner's name being Watermelon or whatever. And that was my intro because I had to argue with another VGC player. Right? You have Venusaur, right? Leafeon, Victory Bell, all these great chlorophyll mons. But this dude picked freaking Lilligant of all things, and I had to put him on full blast. And now look at why top 5 with a Lilligant.
I'm excited to see if he brings out the sun. We'll see if he does it against his opponent, who we can talk about right now. In 4th place with another 7-3 record, we have our very own Gronk / Justin in the Blackwood Ball Toys. Justin, how yeah, that is you, buddy. How'd you think the season went?
Honestly, I could have done better. I could have done a lot better, which is unfortunate. I could have 2-0'd Ryan. I could have 2-0'd Actually, Harrison was a tough game. Who am I thinking of? I could have 2-0'd Germ.
I was gonna say, didn't you get 2-0'd by Harrison?
No, I got 2-1.
Oh.
I got 2-1. Don't disrespect me like that. No. Don't disrespect me because it wasn't a.
That's what I thought happened. I wasn't sure.
Kev. I 2-0'd him. Don't get it twisted.
Oh, okay.
It was 2-1. It was 2-1.
Against me? No, I 2-0'd you.
Oh.
Game 1.
Dang what?
Anyway, how about you just go in the corner and click Encore for about 7 weeks?
Did it work?
I appreciate it.
It worked.
I thought I did okay. I could have done a lot better. I could have at least finished with 21 points.
21.
At that point, I would have been 3rd if everything just stayed the same, which would have been awesome. But I did finish with the most KOs out of everybody, mostly because I go to the most 3rd games out of every set than anyone else. It feels like
that's usually the Rooster Award, but that was more you this season.
Yeah, I went to a lot of 3 games. If I wasn't getting 2-0'd by fucking Encore, so yeah. I think I played well. You guys can compliment me.
Yeah, I mean, you have a good trick room setup, but then like low key, your speed with Inteleon, Aerodactyl, and the Hail Core was really nasty. Like you got to prep for it. Like Artizolt was a demon all season, so I think he had great team synergy and he had great wins across the season. 7.
Yeah, great teams. Great speed tiers, I might add, because again, you have the Trick Room element that's there. You have the Arctazol and the Hail element that's there, and then you just have natural raw speed in Intel and Arrow. So, yeah, you cover all sorts of speed tiers from top to bottom, and I think that's what makes it makes like prep for like you're forcing things to run like jolly or timid instead of being adamant, and that's the beauty of having good speed tiers is you're forcing other players to force offensive things to be jolly simply because you have to outpace a certain intel or a certain arrow or whatever. So that I think that's what made Justin's team so good is like just from speed tiers alone you're forcing other players to do more extra calcs in speed.
Like you see a lot of scarfs and iron balls and shit against your team just because you have to prep to manage that speed control that you have so well.
Yeah.
So
and it's not like I have the slowest mon. Like I don't have the fastest mon either, but I have great coverage on both sides of the spectrum when it comes to speed. So it gives me a lot of options, and yeah, we'll see how it works out in the playoffs, but I'm definitely So it's like the gimmicks like Germ on the last game that I had. He had Choice Scarf Chinchino just so he could set up a sunny day or rain dance or whatever it was so he could control weather. Like that was his form of weather control, which was interesting, a little frustrating at the same time, but it was interesting to see that he was trying to pull something like that off. But yeah.
Just kudos to your team building, mate. That's all.
Yeah, I hope so. Mm-hmm. And also, I don't know if I said this yet, but I did finish with the most kills. I just wanted to point that out. I think I said that earlier, but
you might have mentioned it.
I had the most kills, by the way, guys.
I mean, it's totally not because you go to 3 games.
No. It's just because I get a lot of kills. That's
yeah, you just clicked
you finished with 84. Riolo had 83, and Ryder had 82. Like Wex is 7. There's people right on your tail.
Yeah.
And 74. It wasn't a clear victory.
How many of those were Arctazol ones, though? That's the real question.
You had to check the ratio, though.
Check the ratio. Look how much stats I have.
Better than you, Kev. Better than you.
Yeah, I didn't say me. Oh. I just said check the. Yo, who's all right? But who's in third above you? Let's go to that team next.
Cheese. Some cheese.
I think that team had a pretty good season. Oh wait, it's me. Yeah.
Oh,
man, I can't wait to see you lose in the first round.
Nah, chill.
Go. Let's go.
No, he's gonna pull an Aaron Rodgers and just lose in the game before the championship.
No, that's a me. I
do tend to do that as well, especially if I play Ryder. Yeah, we're just down bad. But yeah, I think the overall the season was a little shaky. We had our really lows and our highs. Some of those highs would be beating Justin and Wex at the last 2 weeks of the season. That was pretty good.
I made that team in 5 minutes.
Same.
Hey, you know what? It's really good to win the last 2 weeks. It wasn't even
a sweep. It was a 2-1.
So what is that? Like a 3-game win streak going into playoffs? That's pretty good.
I have a 5-game win streak coming into playoffs.
Oh, that's really good form, honestly.
Wex, what's your win streak right now?
Lose 1. I'm out.
Oh, okay.
Win 1. He had 1 win.
Regardless, the boys had 3 of us had a great season this year. I'm happy with my transactions and my form at the end of the season. I think, again, like Justin said, good season, but I definitely could have did better. Some bad games here and there. Some hacks that goes the other way. It happens. It's the game we play. It's frustrating. It's really frustrating.
I love the transactions, though. I feel like the transactions, you win spot, and then the transactions kind of bailed you out in a sense. Getting all reliable, Katara back, for example.
Yeah, Prim has been huge, man. Prim has been absolutely huge these past 3 weeks. Just its bulk and its offensive pressure with throat spray and stuff, it's been really big for me these past couple weeks. So I'm excited to bring it into the playoffs. Looking like I'm gonna. I think it is confirmed because I'm the 3 and Riolu's the 6 that we will play each other after the play-ins. So I'm excited to bring the transactions into that matchup. I made them like right after we played, I think, our first game. So.
So this will be Riolu's.
It's a rematch, but I got a new gimmick going on. So
yeah, exactly. That's gonna throw some Riolu in a loop for sure.
All right. Yeah, that's enough about me. Let's go on to our boy, our season 4 champion and commissioner, Ryder.
He had a better season this season than last season for regular season, anyway.
Yeah.
It's
not looking good.
good form. Regular season Ryder is scary going into the playoffs. I can't lie. I'm not looking forward to that.
This is the guy that's known for making Toxapex relevant in a format that is not supposed to be relevant in. So
to burn it up.
And can we just talk about Sylveon real quick, man? That thing is a demon. In a non-Dynamax format with its special bulk and just hyper voice, that thing is a demon.
Didn't he run specs like last week?
Yeah, and it got week 10. Specs Sylveon got all 8 kills in a 2-0 victory.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, it's a bit of a demon. It really is.
Man, but, I need to see banded quick attack next week. Then I need to see banded quick attack in playoffs. Then this is getting out of hand.
That would be an interesting set. I would pay to see that. That would be fun.
Come on, Ryder, banded quick attack. Come on.
But like, I mean, there's not much to say here. Like, are we surprised Ryder did this good during the regular season?
No, two-time champion. Yeah, it's a bit kind of like it's Ryder. Like you expect him.
I think we can move straight onto the kill leaderboard because the person that finished first just clicked buttons all season. So, like,
I agree.
Did you see
the first on the kill leaderboard?
Clearly, they showed no skill all season. They would they clicked buttons. And,
excuse me, but I didn't have the top kill leaderboard, so fuck yourself.
He said,
all right, and in the first seed, tied with Ryder on record, and a lovely 24 points. Just 24 points.
24 league record, just saying. So.
Yeah, tied my league record last season because we clutched up and got the 2-0 dub week 10. But yes.
I mean,
Lex with the first place finish. How's it feel, buddy? It's kind of. I like to say it's kind of he clicked buttons. He had the many games delayed. His opponents were just all over the place because they didn't know when they were going to play, and they had to deal with encore. It's just, I think it's kind of fraudulent, to be honest.
Oh my
God! You really just asked Wex a question and then just proceeded to talk.
Yeah, I had the answer to the question. I thought of the answer before I asked the question. And anything Wex says that doesn't agree with what I just said is just he's just lying to you folks. So. Well, Wex, you can have your moment in the sun.
I mean, you saw the variants of sets that I brought. I brought Iron Ball, Dracovish, and Trick Room 1 week. I brought Scarf, Encore, Tailwind the next. I brought Specs. I brought Specs, Band, and Scarf ND. I brought what else did I bring? I brought lots of stuff. I brought
Horse.
Banded Horse,
I'm
exactly.
Trying to make a channel dedicated to all of Wex's weird sets. I'm trying to get that a thing going because they should be commemorated in some sort of shrine at this point. These are outrageous.
I get you say it's easy to click buttons, but I build my team kind of put me in positions to click buttons. If you're able to click buttons, you know that you've done something right. Because the least effort you have to think, or less you have to think.
You drafted Vicious Rend and Whimsicott.
Yeah.
Did right.
Yeah. Did anyone else? Two people picked above me for Whimsicott. They could have picked him. Dracovish was the second time around. Someone else could have picked him by then.
Whimsicott would have got taken swiftly next by Justin if he did.
Yeah. But guess what? Justin could have popped up ahead of me, but he didn't. He went to fourth.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
all right, guys, let's go on the KO leaderboard. I'm fucking sick and tired of this talk. I won't take
also, another thing, I finished with a higher sets ratio and kills ratio than Kev finished in season 4. So.
Yes, you're better. Yeah, this is the best.
It's the best regular season so far.
Yeah.
You know how the Steelers were. You know how the Steelers were 13
no
and
one
0.
cares. No
The
one
Steelers
cares.
were 13 and 0, and then they had to play their hard games at the end of the season. You know how that works.
As your coach once said, we do not care. Moving on, we go to the KO leaderboard.
Now, we were kind of mean. Wax, congratulations on the first seed.
Well, who's we?
I'm here.
It was all you. It was all you, Kev.
Don't love me with that. Who's we? It's not me.
We're a collective group as a podcast. We were.
The fact that I'm agreeing with Kevin on something kind of
yeah. Come on.
Wait a minute.
The US bombed Japan and they went. The world is sorry for what happened. Just like hold up a second, no, hold up 2 seconds.
Nah, Japan deserves it. What? Moving on. The kill leaderboard was a very anticlimactic one because look who fucking finished first once again.
Fuck Celesteela.
We need to ban. You know, we banned G-Max Lapras. We need to ban Celesteela. Like I think gotta go.
We didn't ban it. We didn't ban it. You just the Lapras forcing anyone to not
Eli banned it. Eli knew the way. NDL banned it. Like Celesteela's gotta go. It's really just gotta go.
You guys, Eli, you guys banned G-Max Lapras.
Yeah, we were ahead of the times. We really were. When a G-Max Mon makes it to back-to-back finals, it kind of tells you like, hey, this thing's kind of broken. We need to stop. You would think the Pokeball rule in that league would like kind of slow things down, but then Will was just like, nah, give me my veil, son. I'm just like, yeah, we don't need this season 3. Goodbye.
Like Ryder won a championship with it, and then the Justin won a championship with it. Like that should have been
won a championship.
That was a red flag to ban that thing right away.
Oh, whoa, guys.
So now
Drake is gonna be banned next season.
It's because I'm good. What do you mean?
Dracovish and Whimsicott are banned next season.
This is also pretty good too. I don't know.
No, yeah, it's also pretty good with that Aurora Veil built in,
But regardless, back on topic, Celesteela gotta go. Like this thing has been in the top 3 in the past 3 seasons. Dynamax, non-Dynamax, it don't care.
Why don't you just
I don't care who has it as well. It's just like Ryder, Rooster, Quartz, all of them just
Y'all should just re-add the mythicals and then just ban freaking Steela and other busted UBs instead. Honestly. Like I'm surprised that like mythicals are banned, but not A tier Naganadel. Like
mythicals aren't banned.
It wasn't. Didn't I have this conversation where
Lex, all mythicals are like Mew, Marshadow, Zeraora. They're all banned in doubles. What do you mean?
Didn't I not have this conversation?
We did. Wex wasn't there.
Wex was school. Wex was in school.
Fair.
But yeah, Ryder won the championship with Celesteela. Rooster's got it this season. Rooster has another. I think Rooster finished like tied joint first with you last season, right, Wex, for kills at the top. It was Calyrex, Shadow.
Yeah.
So Rooster really do be getting the most out of his S tiers, and once again, Celesteela is haunting us.
I think what makes Celesteela so dangerous is like you can run the offensive like Celesteela, the power Meteor Beam, but then still take the hit to the point where you can pretty much just set up for free. So like your autonomized like Meteor Beam sets like actually work because Celesteela already has natural bulk. So
it has great bulk and great physical. You can run physical or special attacks, and Rooster paired it with he has a ground type for electric immunities, and he's got Lightning Rod Raichu. So it literally just only has this fire weakness, which he has Urshifu water to cover. So like he built around it so well. And if Rooster makes a far run in the playoffs, it's gonna be because of this mod. So like it's a demon.
You're gonna see the ban hammer very, very soon. I promise you that. Knowing Kev,
he's gotta go, Blood. He's gotta go.
Nah,
I think time to go, Blood.
I think it should stay. Honestly, I don't think it's as bad as you guys are.
You're also the same guy that wanted Lapras to stay. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to hear it.
I do. Hey, Lapras is a fun mod.
Next we got the fishy red clicker.
Yeah,
How many of those kills were Fish's Ren? Can we check that real quick?
Let me see.
Yeah.
Fish's
all of
Ren
them.
had
I wouldn't be
23.
surprised if-
23.
Oh, yeah, okay, but we do have an Arctivish in the league as well. So I
At
want
least 20 of them
Oh, yeah,
were
yeah,
from
true.
fucking Dracovish.
where's
Dracovish is banned as a whole in PDL for this reason.
Arctivish ended the season with 4 kills. We'll say like 3 of them were probably Fish's Ren. So
Should fuck up.
20 Fish's Ren kills this season for Wex.
Yeah, no.
Click buttons do well.
If you don't have water absorb, you are kind of screwed.
Right, that's why I made. Not that it has water absorb, but I need like when I picked up Prim, I was like, I saw my matchup against Wex week 10. I was like, I need fucking
Biz
help.
Death Prim gets murked.
I need help.
Gets murked. Even in my format, like it gets 2-hit KO'd with the helmet chip. Like the helmet chip's nice, but it doesn't really save you. Cause like it's not like, oh, like I can go to Fizdef Prim and then regen it off. No. It just can't switch into it. Prim's known for its Spadef. And that's the thing. But yeah, if you don't have water absorb against Dracovish, you're kinda in a spot. It doesn't matter what the format is. It's just like something dies.
It's been nice to get like kills on just random mons, like say something's trying to set up for something. Just it's been, a lot of its kills have been on setup mons, like or not setup, support mons. So I'll say that like for example, I don't even know. Just looking at different teams, who do you get a kill against? NDA, I feel like you got a kill against. So it's like just mons that help other mons.
But doesn't
the
follow
main
me like go first before Fish's Ren because it's priority?
Yeah.
Like it's still like strong jaw stab. Like sometimes Wex is banded. Like it don't matter, man. Like it does get the boost from going first, but sometimes it just don't matter.
Yeah.
Dracovish is a broken mon, but you know what else was pretty broken this time around? Sylveon Hyper Voice. Yeah. Oh boy, it put in a lot of work and it earned that number 3 spot. I think we should keep this train moving to number 4. We had Arctozolt with 22 kills. Look at that kills per sets played. Only brought to 7.
To be fair though, it's not the highest kills percent in the league, and to be fair, it is one of your other mons. Dragalge has the highest.
Really?
I was looking at this before we started. Where is Dragalge now?
How many kills did it end on though? That is the question.
Dragalge ended on 7 and 4. So.
Oh well, that's irrelevant compared to 22 kills. I give it to Arctozolt all day.
Yeah,
you look 2 spots down.
You look 2 spots down. Unique typing combo. Like it hits everything in the entire metagame. Like Bolt Beam is just so good.
Bolt Beak.
Bolt Beam. Bolt Beam. It's called Bolt. No,
it's
I understand
not.
the move is called Bolt Beak, but the core is called Bolt Beam because electric and ice is virtually impossible to switch into. And guess what Arctozolt's both stab moves are? Electric and
Yo, what about a fire type?
Don't you get stomping tantrum for that, mate?
No, you do.
It gets Rock Slide too.
Yeah,
do
it
get
does.
Rock
Now.
Slide. Yeah.
It gets broken coverage.
And low kick for the steel types, okay?
Yeah, I tried to use that against Steelix, I think week 1. Was it week 1 or it was week 2? I think it was week 2 against.
Damn.
Wait, you were
Moving
thinking
on, number 5, we had
ran low
Moltres
kick?
Galler with 22. Number 6, we had a Powdon with 19 kills.
Wait, whoa.
Number 7, we had I'm gonna keep going. 7, we had Weavile with 19 kills. Both of them.
Powdon had a better kills per sets, by the way, than Arctozolt.
Yeah, bro. Hippowdon's a big surprise to be up this high.
What world is Hippowdon having the same amount of kills as a Weavile? Explain that to me, sir.
It's on Will's team, so.
It's on less games played as well.
Yeah, it's got a better kills to set played than Arctozolt by a little bit.
Yeah. Rounding out the top 10, we have Drampa, Crocodile, and Metagross, all through with 16 kills, and I think an honorable mention here is Heatran at 11th.
Yeah.
Wait, so Grandpa fell that far down? Wasn't it?
1 week it had 8, and the rest of it only got 16.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like
Just kill
that
leader
used,
for like
to be
4
the,
weeks.
that used to be the hyper voice mon of the league. Now it went to Sylveon.
Sylveon and It was a late addition, but Prim added to the hyper voice kills as well.
Yeah.
But, I mean, any surprises here in this top 10 other than Hippowdon?
Hippowdon. I mean, other than like
honestly
Drampa, at
surprised
the start of the
Arctic-
season, if you look at this, you see Drampa, and Drampa's like, what?
Yeah.
Drampa is like a little, like somewhat surprised, not as surprising as Hippo, but like Drampa is just like, wow, like I'm surprised, but like it kind of makes sense because like Drampa and Trick Room can do things.
Oh, it do be clicking hyper voice.
I think the one constant here is that on all 10 or 11, if you can include Heatran, they all have some, like most of them, have some sort of powerful spread move. I mean, Celesteela can get Earthquake, Dracovish not so much. Sylveon Hyper Voice, Arctozolt you get Blizzard, Moltres gets Fiery Wrath, Powdon Earthquake, Drampa Hyper Voice, Crocodile Earthquake, like these Heatran with Heat Wave. I mean these mons they get a lot of spread moves, and I mean that also reflects
one spot
on
down
the
has
top
eruption.
KO spots.
Yeah, if we go to our top KOs, Earthquake, Hyper Voice, Rock Slide, Heat Wave, they're all up there, man.
Yeah.
Spread moves are so big. I mean, they do like a little less damage because they're spread moves, but I mean,
You're just
Both ops is super important regardless. Like you might as well. I'm surprised Dazzling Gleam's not on that list, but
Well, I don't think it's strong enough. I mean, it's
Dazzling Gleam is
22.
strong, really.
Number 22 with 12 kills. It's just it doesn't have as much strength.
Yeah, Moonblast did get 20. Moonblast was more prominent. On this kill list though, freaking
Weather damage.
Weather damage is up there. That was kind of crazy. But what I wanted to talk about was the stupid Moltres and Mao. Fiery Wrath has 19 kills, man.
Yeah, go past Fish's friend. Go past Fish's friend. Yeah, it's okay.
It's super hard to switch into that mon period because like dark resists are what like bite, bug, fighting, and fairy and bug and fighting types get murked by the flying move. So like you're only switching to fiery wrath.
Really?
Yeah, I guess like a Coco.
Well, I was more saying just Moltres in general.
Yeah. I don't know. This thing is a threat. I had no idea until now. Like I said before, I'm glad it didn't get Roost. Oof.
We can move on to not KOs, but another move that was clicked a lot, and that's Ally Switch.
Yeah, we
had the a lot this season.
Had the request to keep track of Ally Switch.
Was that Gummy's request? Who?
I think it was between like Harrison, Germ.
Yeah. Germ is like one of the biggest advocates for like not playing or clicking Ally Switch, but yet we see the top mon with 6 uses of Ally Switch is Clefairy. Like Germ, you're the one who's like, what's the Star Wars quote? You're meant to destroy the Sith, not join them. That's him right now.
I mean, don't forget. Right next to that, we got Justin and his Dusclops.
Well, now, I listen. I brought out the cheese a lot for week 1, and I used it twice the rest of the season. I don't want to hear it. All right, it wasn't like I mean, okay. I think week 1, everyone was like, all right, let's use Ally Switch a lot. This is gonna be super good. And then after that, I think the only main user was Trevenant. Week 5 with four times using it. After other than that, like there's not a lot of Ally Switch going on.
To be fair, I think a lot of your Dusclops things was because of Encore. I made you click it. To be fair.
Yeah, that is true. Actually, that is actually true. Yeah, fuck Encore. Prankster. Like you can't protect in front of you. Like what are you supposed to do? You know?
It's so
just to interrupt Pokemon talk, I just like to report a murder that Germany just beat Liechtenstein 9-0.
Nice. Well, Liechtenstein is literally like 30 people. So.
Yeah. Oh, they got a red card in the 9th minute. After that, it was a murder. That's disgusting. Speaking of a murder, let's move on to our matchup, our first play-in matchup.
You think it's gonna be a murder?
No, I'm just transitioning. That was the best way I can think about it.
Shitty transition.
Wow, what a dickhead.
I don't want to come out and say that this game's going to be a murder. I think it's actually going to be pretty close between Griffin and Bobby Gray, Rooster. Just because I think Bobby, Robert, Gray,
RDA.
Special ed, same
RDA.
thing.
RDA.
I think that maybe Rooster's a little more the experienced player, but I think Griffin's got an interesting matchup here that could go in his favor, especially if he does a little prep this week. Maybe
I mean, when you have one of my favorite cores in draft, you always have a chance, don't you?
Yeah.
No?
I mean,
Okay,
you hate it.
Here's the thing. Here's what Griffin needs to focus on if he wants to win. He has to get rid of Raichu. That needs to be his biggest goal. If he can't get rid of Raichu, he's gonna have a problem. Now, there's multiple ways he can do that. I would say the best way is because Raichu Alola gets Surge Surfer, right? So if you lead with Tapu Koko with all electric terrain, and then you lead Raichu Alola, and then you fake out the Raichu, and then I don't know if you get anything that can KO the Raichu at that point, but maybe Volt switch out in the other slot. Hopefully,
I mean, Raichu is super frail. I mean, you can hit it with a friggin' stab psychic from Raichu Alola, and it's gonna do a lot.
Yeah, but I'm just saying for the fake out in general, I should probably just do that. Yeah, it's hard. As long as he can get rid of Raichu, he should have an easy time because Lando can go off, Halucha can go off. Literally all of his main core can have a really, really good time. Yeah. So getting rid of Raichu is going to be extremely crucial.
I think Lucha Coco is going to be a danger. I think that's a very hard matchup for Rooster. Like, other than a fake out from Raichu, like, he doesn't have much to stop that combo going off a bit. So, like, Lucha handles Crocodile. I think it'll hit Raichu really hard as well. So,
yeah, with Throat Chop, yeah. It's gone.
I mean,
these guys haven't played each other before, have they?
I don't know if they've played each other.
I believe not. I believe not.
No, they have not. It's the first matchup between them two this season. So we're gonna throw some predictions in there.
I'll go last. I'm still thinking.
I'll say 2-1 Rooster. I think
I'm gonna one up that. Yeah, I agree with Justin on that one. It'll be tight, but you know, RDA 2-1.
I'm gonna go 2-0 Rooster. I think he's gonna manage. Like I said, I do think Germ has a decent matchup here, but Griffin. Jesus Christ, my bad.
Wow.
I think Griffin has a decent matchup here, but I think Rooster will play around it, and I think he'll play well. I just think Rooster's more conservative and more strategic, whereas Griffin just comes out full offensive like he's been doing. I think it'll play right into Rooster's hands.
Yeah, the full offense is gonna overwhelm Rooster, but Robbie Gray's the best at being optimal and just adjusting on the fly, and then he'll take the other two. That's the way I see it.
Does Raichu Alola get Energy Ball?
It should. Yeah.
No, I think it gets Grass Knot, not Energy Ball.
Oh well, that's interesting.
Lando's still pretty heavy though, to my knowledge. I think that would be 100.
No, Raichu Alola.
No, I'm saying like Grass Knot damage to the ground type that's Lando would be 100 base hour. So it's
both Raichus get Grass Knot, so we'll see
which Grass Knot wins.
It'll probably one shot the Crocodile, to be honest.
Yeah.
From if Griffin runs it, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 2-0 Rooster. I think Rooster's a lot more you can do. Like Rooster has better opportunities to run Trick Room if he wants to. Then overall, just Steela. Like he's gonna have Steela Raichu. More than likely, if Coco comes, Coco doesn't really do much to Steela Raichu.
If he can get rid of the Raichu, then
Raichu has
Steela does not want to take any of those hits. But
like Lando's gonna come, obviously.
I wouldn't even bring Lando this week, man.
I mean,
I think that Urshifu
is a bit.
It's just gonna delete it.
I wouldn't bring Urshifu this week, if I'm being honest. I wouldn't.
Simply because the terrain's gonna be up.
You think? Oh, how about a Trick Room Celesteela this week?
What did I say? What did I just say?
Did you just say that? Oh yeah.
That's it. I really like
we on the same wavelength.
Yeah, exactly.
I was just a couple seconds behind. That's all.
All right, so we got Justin and I 2-1 to Rooster. We got Kev and Wex 2-0 to Rooster. Now we do the wonderful 8 and 9 matchup, right? The two amigos, right?
Got
Will they are.
Let's see. Let's look at this.
These guys played what, week 1, was it?
Yeah, they squared off week 1, and now Will's got a bit of a different team, so
Yeah, exactly.
gonna be interesting. I didn't get to mention it earlier when we talked about Quartz. I think the Toxicroak addition to his team has been really good.
Yeah.
It's worked out well.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't even know it got fake out, so that adds a whole new good dimension to his team that he didn't have before. Man did not have a single fake out mon before Toxicroak, so
Yeah.
Scourger and Sand though looks pretty nice here.
yeah, this is gonna be weird. This is a weird matchup. I don't see one like clear advantage in anyone's favor.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pull and tug type of thing. Like
Rub and tug.
this might be one of the
This might be one
of the longer, games. One of the longer playoff games, in my opinion. It's not gonna be fat. It's not gonna be bang bang boom in like 5-6 turns. This is gonna be more of like a 10-15 kind of deal.
I can get behind that. Yeah.
I think Salazzle has a really good offensive matchup here, other than Finny.
I mean, we saw what Salazzle did week 1.
Even with Finny, the Sludge Bomb will do really good into. So, like, I think Salazzle's a big bring. If you can,
as well because of Steelix down the bottom. Steelix does well into this team, and it can deal with it pretty well outside of Trick Room, but I don't see him bringing Trick Room this week.
Yeah, we could see Grimmsnarl with screens next to a Salazzle.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of different things you could do that could be really, really good. So, I mean, I think if we're going to start with predictions, I think Will's going to win this one. I think it's going to be a 2-0 Will.
2-0.
Actually, no, you know what? I'll go 2-1. 2-1 because I feel like a lot of his games have gone to 3. So
yeah, that's what I was going to say. 2-1 Will. Like,
yeah.
They're gonna go back and forth. They're gonna split at 1-1. Like Will's gonna get game 1. And then Quartz is gonna weasel his way into pulling something off. Game 2. I don't know. Does he still have Eldegoss, by the way?
He never had it this season.
No, he didn't have it in this season.
Oh.
This man's rocking Serena.
Serena's been a great mon.
Serena is a great mon, stopping that priority, letting no fake outs into Talonflame while it sets up. So
Weavile won't be. Oh no, triple action.
How's Sand Excadrill doing this week? I guess it doesn't like to see Finny at all. I mean, Ironhead will do a decent bit, but
Ironheads, but other
I think it has a decent matchup, but like Earth Power from Hydreigon and even a fire move, it's not going to want to see. So, be interested to see how he uses Excadrill, if at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 2. Well, I haven't been able to predict it in weeks, so I'm gonna back Will 2-0. Will, I have to make my prediction right, okay? And if you do, actually, I might be playing you. So,
yeah.
if Rooster wins or Robert, if he wins, I'll be facing the winner.
You play the winner of this game, yeah. I don't know. I might flip the script. I think I might back Quartz, I think I might back Quartz at 2-1. Like we said earlier, Quartz is going to come with the heat this week. I feel like he's been saving something. He's excited to play Will.
Hyper voice question mark?
he's gonna do something, man. He's gonna do something.
Yeah. This matchup is really unpredictable. Like, you can see basically anything from these two. Especially in a matchup like this where they know each other so well. It's like you and Justin or any like people who know each other personally, like in real life. Like it just comes down to kind of mind games. Even if someone is like better than the other, they tend to bring each other down. So like even in like football or anything, like
you play to the level of the rivalry.
Yeah. Unless you're Man United against Liverpool, but we won't go to that. That's just kind of.
Don't do that to Eli while he's here, man.
Eli gonna get excited. Eli gonna get excited.
Wait, what happened? Oh. Never mind.
That's what happened is what Harry Maguire said after Mo Salah banged his hat.
All right. Well, I think that's all the predictions in. And if that's the case, that does it for us here at the NDA podcast.
Yeah, I think we finally caught up after a while.
Yeah.
Took us a while. Down to
It
no
has
one.
been a hot
It's
minute,
no one's
probably. You
fault.
know what? We
Yeah,
made
it's no one's fault at all.
Oh,
I can't think of
no.
one person.
I can't
No.
think of a single person.
Imagine not
I think it's
prioritizing.
a combination. You know, like I had my things, Wex had his things. You know,
Lex had some more things.
And then I had
that
more
other thing
things.
with that other
moved.
thing, and then the other thing that happened.
and then we got Justin over here, you know, sniffing God knows what these days.
That's the real reason.
God.
I haven't moved house at all. It's all because Justin's been too busy sniffing. That's the only reason.
No, you guys
On God,
tripping.
on God.
Yo, Justin, what about that? What about Madison Beer? How do you think?
Oh fuck.
That's my girl. Justin
That's
can back
enough
the
for
fuck
the. That's enough for this week.
No, it's Karenikov. It's always her over Madison Beer. Let's be honest.
That's cap. That's straight cap.
That's so
Yeah.
cap.
Oh my god. Are you guys
That's so cap.
serious?
That's
Are you
so cap.
serious? You think Madison Beer is hotter?
Bro, I'd murder all three of you for
Oh.
Madison Beer. I'm not
Oh.
lying. So
Oh
Yeah,
my
she's on
God.
tour right now, and like every dress has been a banger. I don't
Bro, yeah, I get it. She's hot. But she's not hotter than fucking like Corinna or like Madeline Klein, bro.
any day. Any day.
Just too many seasons, Madeline Klein. That's a
Alright.
good note to end on.
know.
All right, guys.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. Madison Beer or Kornikov.
Or Madeline Klein, if you like Madeline Klein like that.
She's not on the same level.
Yeah, bro. Anyway, thank you guys so much.
Or let's be real, Robert Gray.
Yeah.
Thank you guys
or
so much
Robert
for
Gray.
participating this season for the NDA. It's been a fun season 5. Hopefully, most, if not all of you, come back for season 6, where we do have some big things in store. So stay tuned for that. Don't want to reveal too much just yet, but there's gonna be a bit of a earthquake, if I do say so myself. So thank you guys so much for listening and tuning in, and good luck to the people who play for the play-in matches, and may the odds be in your favor. Thanks, and peace out.
Peace.
Peace.